Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Hello, teacher.
Wow. Now it's wow. Hello. Wow. It's always good to put a face to a name. You don't imagine, okay?
Oh, teacher.
Especially when it's a beautiful face, okay? Yes, because I only see black names, okay? So it's very good. Right, Marcia? Marcia agrees with me, okay?
Yes, okay.
Isn't it better to see a face than a name?
Yes, this sad. No,
It's
black.
sad. Imagine for me, it's depressing, okay? So if this is depressing, because every night I dream, tomorrow I'm going to see Erica with her makeup.
Oh,
Ever,
on your birthday.
you see? Only on my birthday. Can you believe this, Gislaine? On my birthday, she gave me as a present her appearance. It was my birthday present, okay? Can you believe? I wish I had a birthday every day, okay? Hi, Regina. How are you, my dear? Dirce, Tainá, are you girls all right?
Yes, I am. I'm all right. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay?
I'm okay too.
Good. Okay. I am in a certain way happy and sad because the summer is over. It's already getting cold here, okay? Ooh, this morning was very cold, okay? About 10 degrees, okay?
It's cold.
Yeah, if compared to last week, that was like 32, 33 every day. It's a big change, more than 20 degrees. So my throat already started getting sore, okay? Yes, because a big change of temperature. All right, where did we stop yesterday? We stopped in an interesting point. Were you interested in this point? Or it was disappointing and you all got disappointed? Huh?
Interesting.
Ah, glad to hear that. So let's see if you really got the idea. Let's do some exercise to see if you really understood before we can go to the next part, right? So, Ghislaine, you are the first today on my screen. Can you read the first exercise? And am I sharing the screen with you or no?
Yes.
Ah, okay, good. Because nobody has said anything. She's really blah, 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 blah about her new job at Google. So is she excited or she's exciting?
I think excited.
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 Yes, the T-E-D, I pronounce T-E-D. Okay, excited.
Excited.
Dears, looking after 3 kids all day is blah, blah, blah. I don't know how you do it. Is it exhausted or exhausting?
I think exhausting.
I think you are right. Right? Marcia, he felt so by his friend's speech. Is it so excited or so exciting?
Excited.
Very good. Yes. Let me see who is next to Marcia. Erica. I was by the behavior of our politicians in the parliament today.
Disgusted.
Disgust. Okay. Disgust. Okay. If you observe the behavior of the Brazilian politicians, you are going to be discussed every day. Tainá, I sit at my desk all day completing the same paperwork over and over again. My job is so bored, or my job is so boring.
Boring.
Exactly. Very good, Tainá. Regina, do you think you will meet anyone interested or anyone interesting at the conference tomorrow? I'm sure this is a girl asking another girl, or a woman asking another woman. A man will not ask this, okay? This is not a man's talk, okay? Regina, hello.
Peter, I'm in mute.
Unmute yourself.
Mute.
Unmute yourself. You are free to do that.
Yes, interested.
Anyone interested?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think it's interesting.
Yes. If you meet,
wrong.
Regine,
Yes.
if you go to a conference and you meet someone interesting, you're going to be interested. So the question is, do you think you will meet anyone interesting?
Oh, yes, meet is interesting. Yes.
Yes. Now you got it, huh? Okay. All right. Now we are back to Marcia. It's really to hear that your sister is moving to London. I thought she loved living here.
Surprising.
Exactly. Very good. Tainá, you're here again. My screen's crazy, but your name is here.
No, because
you have two Tainás.
yeah.
Yeah, she likes to watch my class twice. Understand? Yes, there are two Tainás. She's your homonym. Okay?
Okay.
I'm interested, or I'm interested in buying a new car.
Interested.
Interested.
No, interesting.
Why did you change your mind, Tainá? You were right at the first time.
Because I'm confused.
How? You are confusing or you are confused?
Is it?
Huh?
I'm confusing.
No, you are confused.
Yes.
If you are confused because you think this is confusing, you are always the ED. The other people, the other things are the ING. So I am interested in buying a new car. Do you have any interesting car available? Understand? Because I am interested. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, let me see who is next. Now I have to go back there to the beginning. It's, well, oh, the line was here, now it's Tears. Okay, it's changing, no problem. Tears, I'll get there. We are really to present the newest member of our team.
I think excited.
Oh, your thoughts today are very good, Tears. Yes, you are right again. Erika, over the next 3 days, our aim, our target, our aim, our goal, aim, target, goal are synonyms, is to make you feel blah, 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 and to take on new challenge. I want you to choose between inspired and inspiring, motivated and motivating.
You feel inspired and to take on new motivating challenges.
Very good, very good. you're still keeping your job as my assistant, okay? Yes, not planning to fire you anymore.
Oh,
Gislaine, I was by your behavior adequate. No, I'm reading the wrong one. Yeah, I'm sorry. Come on. I'm just an old teacher. This washing machine is so blah, 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 blah. That light keeps flashing, but I have no idea why. Can you help me fix it?
Annoying.
Annoying. What is, in your opinion, the most annoying thing to listen to when you're trying to sleep? Let's see if we have the same opinion. What is the most annoying thing to listen to when you are trying to fall asleep?
The water
Dripping.
dripping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dripping water?
Yes.
Okay. No, we don't have the same opinion. Pierce, what is the most annoying thing for you when you're trying to fall asleep?
I think it's, how can I say, sons repetidos. Okay.
Repetitive sounds?
Yeah, everything.
Like
If
what?
he-
A clock?
A clock.
Tack, tack, tack.
Yeah, yeah. A clock. And sometimes my dog bark.
Your dog barking, okay.
Not my dog, but my
Dogs
neighbor.
barking in the area, yes? Okay. We don't have same opinion. I don't care about the dogs. I don't care about the clocks.
Really?
Yeah, nah, the dripping water is okay for me, okay? Yeah, for me, okay? Marcia, what's the most annoying thing for you when you're trying to sleep?
When I have a problem or headache.
Then you can't sleep.
Yes.
In this case, it's easy. There's something called Lexotan. Oh, okay? This case I solve easily, okay? When I can't sleep, sometimes it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep, I go there, pew, puffed, okay?
Oh.
And then I drew. You know what's drew?
Oh.
Do you know the verb to drew?
no.
Drew. Drew is when you sleep with the mouth open and the saliva comes out. Understand?
Wow.
Oh my God.
I even drew, okay? When I get up in the morning, my pillow is wet. There is a pool, okay? But this is not every night, okay? Most of the nights I'm a normal person, but there is a very annoying thing that doesn't let me sleep. Erica, what is the most annoying thing for you?
For me, it's the sound of the clock. Tick tock, tick tock.
Okay. I think I got used to that.
Or someone roncando.
Ah! Well, snoring.
Snoring.
Yes.
To snore.
The verb is to snore. Yeah. People told me that I snore, but I never heard, so I don't know. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. Now that I have been sleeping alone, nobody has been complaining, so I'm fine. Okay? Taina, and you, baby, what is the something that is very annoying when you're trying to sleep?
For me is pernilongo.
Yes,
Mosquito.
finally, mosquito.
Mosquito.
That's the same thing for me, Taina. I
Yes.
hate it. Yes, we have
In
the
Malta, a
same.
lot.
I'm sorry?
In Malta, a lot.
A lot. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And the problem, in Brazil, it's the same, okay? In my house, at least, because we live on a farm, there are many mosquitoes too. But here in Italy, the mosquitoes are kind of intelligent. They don't make any sound. They just bite.
Silent,
Understand?
Wow.
Yeah,
quiet.
they're silent mosquitoes. So the only problem is that you are falling asleep, you start itching, itching, itching. And then you just realize that a mosquito bit you on the forehead, on the nose, on the cheeks, and you didn't even listen to it approaching you. Okay, but I hate mosquitoes. Regina, what is annoying for you?
Snoring and noise.
Okay, snoring, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Dirce has already told me, Erica has told me, Ghislaine has told me the dripping water or dripping tap. Okay, good. For me, it's the mosquito too, like Taina. So I was, okay, now it's Regina. I was embarrassed or embarrassing by your behavior at the Christmas party.
I'm embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
I was embarrassed.
No, Regina. Remember, Regina.
Oh
you
my
say-
gosh, embarrassing.
No. The sound, the
Oh.
pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Ah,
Embarrassed. Embarrassed.
embarrassed.
Yeah, embarrassed. Okay?
Okay, embarrassed.
Yes. This word is interesting because in Spanish, it means pregnant.
Yes.
Okay? And many Americans confuse. Yes. Okay? And they say, oh, estás embarazada? And the girl, what? Of course not. Okay? Yes, because it's practically a false cognate. Okay? It leads them to think it's the same, but it's not. It's a big difference. Okay? So I was embarrassed by your behavior. It was such an exciting match, this, but we were so that our team, yeah, there is no so here, but we were so, the space is in the wrong place. Yes, I'm sorry. But we were so blah, 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 that our team didn't win. Okay, I'm sorry. The position of the so is before the space to intensify the adjective. Yes, is it disappointed or disappointing? Dirce, are you still with us?
Yeah, I can. Disappointed.
I hadn't heard you. Okay. Disappointed. Very good. Ghislaine, I've been at work since 4 a.m. today. I love my job, but it can be tired or tiring.
Tiring.
Yes, the job can be tiring. Okay, excellent. I'm very happy. It seems that you guys have understood the idea. And this is something very practical, okay? I was to learn that over 20 billion plastic bottles are thrown out by Americans every year. 20 billion, okay? That's a lot of bottles. So is it shocked or shocking, Taina?
Shocked.
Yes. Now I think you understood. I was shocked because this is something shocking. Okay?
Yes.
Good. Any problem about this or no?
No.
No.
No questions at all?
No.
Excellent. Pay attention to the next part, please. Well, in the last two listenings, we discussed about bread, right? Bread around the world, bread, the origin of bread. We talked about yeast, okay? How they first made bread. All the breads were flat, and then they discovered the yeast, and the breads became puffy like your teacher, okay? So today we are going to talk about lunch. Now, there is a huge difference between lunch in Brazil and outside Brazil. Can anyone explain to me why we have such a different custom? It is possible to be explained. Do you guys have any idea?
Because in Brazil, we eat rice and beans. It's traditional.
Okay.
It's part the culture.
Okay, but what I am concerned is that in Brazil, lunch is always the biggest meal, right?
Yes.
But outside Brazil, lunch is not the biggest meal. In most European countries, in most North American countries like Canada, United States, England, Ireland, in Europe in general, lunch is always a light meal. That's why in Brazil, we sometimes say, vamos fazer lanchinho. Okay? Yes, this comes from English because lunch is a light meal. My question is, of course, we eat rice and beans. It's a traditional. I think that's the real Brazilian food, rice, beans, okay? But my question is, why we have a big lunch while the other countries always have a petit lunch, a small lunch, a piccolo lunch? Huh?
My opinion, because I have lived in England, I remember the English, how can I say, the dinner is more important meal for them, because for them it's very important reunião de família.
To have the family together.
Yeah.
But why can't they have this at lunch?
Because the lunch don't stop to eat.
You are almost getting to the point, but you have not said the right words yet. You are almost correct. Think about it a little bit more, and maybe you can discover. No idea, guys?
No.
Outside Brazil, Europe, United States, Canada, England, okay, in the United Kingdom, school is full-time.
Yes.
That's why the family cannot be united at lunchtime, because the kids are at school, this. Okay, this. Did you ever stop to think about that? The kids don't go back home for lunch. So the parents don't go back home for lunch. Understand? If they work, they have lunch at work. If they don't work, they eat a light meal. And they wait for the kids to return, and then they can have a big meal. All right? That's why it's not because they like, it's a cultural thing. Of course, it's nice to have the family together around the table, sharing a meal. But the reason is dinner is when the entire family is at home, not at lunchtime. Okay? So,
but teacher, if hemisfério norte, I don't know.
the North Hemisphere.
Yeah, it's not. You can't find the place to have like Brazil. We have restaurant in middle of the day
that serve lunch.
You can find this.
Yeah, that serve a normal lunch. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. Did you? That's a very interesting point, this. Did you ever pay attention to the people having lunch, a normal, regular lunch, a big lunch at these restaurants, or you never paid attention? You just saw people? Huh?
No, I don't pay attention.
Exactly, I did.
They are tourists.
Just
Either, no, either tourists or old people that have no children.
Okay.
Okay.
All right? Because I myself, I like having a big lunch and a small dinner. I like. So sometimes I go out for lunch and I do pay attention. All the people having a big lunch, they are either senior citizens whose children have already grown up, so they don't need to wait for them to come home for dinner. Understand? Or tourists, if you are in a touristy place. Understand? The locals people, the families, they don't go out for lunch, never. Never. They eat at work, or if they go out to eat, they eat something very light. In New York City, if you go out at lunchtime, you won't believe the number of people eating a hot dog on the street, standing up on the sidewalk and eating one hot dog or one pretzels, something very light. That's their lunch. Okay? All right?
Okay. Right.
So it's very interesting. It is cultural, of course. Kids don't come home. So here, as I told you, I came to Belgium to look after my nephews and my nieces. And I was preparing lunch for them to take to school because they would have lunch at school. So it was always something like a little bottle of juice, one fruit, always one fruit, and a small sandwich, a petit, really small sandwich, like ham and cheese. That's it. The schools don't let kids take chocolate, cookies, anything like that. That's not healthy. Understand? So it's strictly prohibited to take chocolate cookies, anything related to chocolate. It's not allowed. Okay? But fruit, eggs, that's possible. Okay? Green vegetables, like here you can see many examples. These are all typical lunch for kids in a school. Wrap, okay? See, fruits.
There are in school places where the child can buy.
Actually,
No.
they can get, yes, it's called cafeteria.
Cafeteria. Okay.
Yeah, in a school or in a company, a place where you get food is called cafeteria. But Regina, they don't sell like hamburgers, French fries, chocolate.
Yes.
But they
It's
give.
good.
Yeah, but they give, like in Brazil. But what they give is always like a soup. Here in Europe is a soup. Understand?
Oh, yeah.
Or a salad. Only this. So if you want something more, let's say, substantial, you have to take from home. Okay? And here, for example, in Belgium, it's traditional to serve tomato soup. Okay? And the kids here don't like this soup very much, understand? But the Belgian people love it, okay? But they don't like it. They think this is just like tomato sauce that you put in the pizza. They don't like to eat this, understand? It's funny. So I'm going to play a passage concerning lunch around the world. So you will get an idea of how this can vary, okay? It concerns several people around the world and the kind of lunch they have. So I don't want you to read. I don't want you to look at the passage, even if you have it with you. I just want you to listen only, all right? Listen and try to understand. Let's go. And most important, concentrate, focus. Okay? It's not time to think about the bills you have to pay tomorrow. It's not time to think about the problems you have to solve. Think about what kids eat in other countries for lunch. Only this. Try to understand as much as possible.
Teacher, not some.
We can't listen.
You can't listen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just a moment. Okay. Is it working
India,
now?
Afadu?
Yes.
Yes.
Going to learn about those
Okay,
dishes
I'll
and
play
more
again
as
from
we
the beginning.
explore what kids around the world eat for.
It took you 30 seconds to tell me, okay? Next time, be faster.
Yes. I can't.
For
Oh,
lunch.
yes.
Nancy, France. Nancy is located in northeastern France.
No, I was
Lunch around
starting.
the world.
Okay.
By Tracy Middlecoff. What do kids in other countries have for lunch? What do you usually eat for lunch at school? Maybe you bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from home, or grab a cheeseburger or fish sticks in the cafeteria. But how about having some congee or mee siam, as kids in Singapore do? Have you ever brought a yummy stuffed paratha to school, as kids in Amritsar, India, often do? Read on to learn about those dishes and more, as we explore what kids around the world eat for lunch. Nancy, France. Nancy is located in northeastern France, near Germany. The city is famous for its buildings and its parks. The 411, in Nancy, kids either buy their lunch in the canteen or go home for lunch. Unless they have a medical condition and a doctor's prescription, they're not allowed to bring their own lunch from home. So, what's for lunch? For about €6, about $8 each, siblings Louise C., 12, and Alphonse C., 10, can get an appetizer, a main course of fish or meat, a veggie or carb side dish, cheese, a dessert of fruit, yogurt, or chocolate mousse, and as much bread as they want. Thanks to the rich assortment of fruits, veggies, proteins, starches, and dairy, kids get a well-rounded meal packed with vitamins and minerals. While kids can choose an appetizer of veggies or cold cuts, there are also hot local specialties available. A good example is Brian's, puff pastries filled with ground meat, usually pork, herbs and eggs. Louise said she loves to get grapefruit, a common French appetizer, as her first lunch course. Madrid, Spain. Madrid is Spain's capital and largest city. It's known for its art museums, parks, and food. The 411, lunch is usually a healthy two-course meal. The first course is veggies, rice, or pasta. The second course is a meat or fish dish. Dessert is either fruit or yogurt. So, what's for lunch? In a typical school week for brothers Oscar F. and Diego F., the cafeteria may serve swordfish in lemon sauce, lentil soup, chicken with mushrooms, tuna in tomato sauce, roasted chicken, and paella, a Spanish specialty. Paella consists of rice, seafood, meat, peppers, spices, and veggies. It's a great way to get protein, vitamins, and carbs all at once. Oscar, 8, says that one of his favorite things to eat for lunch is casita, a stew of meat, veggies, and chickpeas, which are high in fiber and protein. Diego, 11, loves anything with salmon. Beirut, Lebanon. Beirut was known as the Paris of the Middle East until its civil war in the 1970s to early 1990s destroyed much of the city. But the city is rebuilding and slowly returning to what it once was. Most people in Beirut speak English, French, and Arabic. The 411, kids may either bring their own lunch from home or buy it in the cafeteria. So, what's for lunch? According to Maurice 14, the cafeterias sell fish, meat, chicken, rice, and lentils. If kids bring their lunch from home, it's usually sandwiches with cheese or mortadella, an Italian cold cut. In the cafeteria, kids can buy a mankush, a low-fat Lebanese flatbread pizza made with cheese and a Middle Eastern spice mix called sadr. It turns out that when it comes to lunch, kids in Beirut have a lot in common with US kids. According to Maurice, most kids' favorite lunch foods are the hamburger, nuggets, pizza, and French fries. Amritsar, India. Located in northern India, Amritsar is an important center for the Sikh religion. It's home to the Golden Temple, considered one of the most beautiful shrines in the world. The 411, most kids in Amritsar bring their own lunch from home. Chips and soft drinks are strongly discouraged. So, what's for lunch? At 11-year-old Sakshi R's school, everyone brings a lunch according to a menu set by the school. For example, on Mondays kids bring veggie sandwiches, Tuesdays are called Mother's Choice days, and on Wednesdays kids bring stuffed parathas. Think of a paratha as a cross between a soft, savory pancake and pita bread, stuffed with cheese, veggies, or both. On Fridays, students share their lunch with their classmates. On that day, Sakshi's mom packs homemade cake or popcorn. Sakshi's favorite lunch is a mayonnaise and veggie sandwich. I simply love the taste of cheese and mayonnaise, she says. But she also likes trying new things. I love eating, but I love having a variety. Friday lunch is my favorite. The island of Singapore. Singapore is the smallest nation in Southeast Asia. The diverse population follows many different religions, including Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, and Christianity. Chewing gum used to be illegal in Singapore, and now only pharmacists are allowed to sell it. The 411, most schools in Singapore don't allow the sale of sweets, chocolate, or soft drinks. In fact, overweight kids are required to attend an extra P session. Hardly any kids bring their own lunch to school because there are so many choices at the cafeteria, known as the canteen or tuck shop. So, what's for lunch? At 11-year-old Delancey's school, there are a number of food stalls where she can purchase fruits, drinks, rice, and local specialties such as congee, one of her favorite lunch meals. Congee is a nutritious rice porridge made with meat or seafood and veggies. It's low in fat and high in protein and fiber. There's also a halal food stall at Elan's school. Halal food is food that has been prepared according to the dietary laws of Islam. A typical dish is mee siam, a protein-rich meal of thin rice noodles with soybeans, tofu, boiled eggs, and garlic chives. Beyond the bologna sandwich, hungry for some bunny chow? Believe it or not, it's not made of rabbits. It's actually a popular lunch sandwich in Cape Town, South Africa. Bunny chow is made of curry, usually chicken curry, stuffed into a hollowed-out bread roll. It's a really different way to eat a sandwich, says Cricket Azima, author of Everybody Eats Lunch, a book filled with recipes for lunch foods from all over the world. How about fried eggs for lunch? In Brazil, a fried egg often tops off the Bauer sandwich that many people eat for lunch. That famous sandwich is named after the city in which it became popular in the 1930s. A Bauer sandwich has roast beef and melted cheese on a French roll. It's similar to bunny chow in that some of the soft insides of the bread are also removed to make a Bauer. Make your own bento lunch. In Japan, many kids take bentos to school for lunch. A bento usually consists of a small portion of rice, a fish or meat, and pickled or fresh vegetables, all packed in a square box. Susan Yuen, author of Hawaii's Bento Box Cookbook, says, when making a bento, presentation of your food is very important to make your meal not only taste yummy but look delicious as well. The best way to do that is to make your bento colorful, with fruits, vegetables, and other healthy treats, she adds. To make a fun and easy sandwich bento with your mom or dad, start by finding a cookie cutter. You may already have one around the house, Ewan says. Then, 1. Take 2 slices of bread, and cut them using your cookie cutter. 2. Fill your sandwich with your favorite filling, such as cold cuts, cheese, or hummus. 3. Add eyes or fun decorations using foods such as dried fruits, blueberries, raisins, cranberries, currants, and so on, nuts, chocolate chips, cheese, or whatever else you have around the kitchen. 4. Fill in the empty spaces in your bento box with sides such as fruits and vegetables or other healthy snacks.
How was it? Long, confusing,
Oh.
or
Long.
but was it difficult or possible to understand?
So.
She mentioned lunch in many different countries.
Yeah.
Did she mention anything about Brazil?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bauru.
Yes, she spoke about a
sandwich.
typical Bauru sandwich. Okay? You see, many times we think that our food is not common, you see? They even know about our Bauru. Okay? And she also mentioned that in Brazil, it's very common to have in many bento boxes an egg on top of everything, okay? This, I kind of agree with her, okay? Usually when I have people working around the farm, they always have an egg on top of everything, okay? So I think Brazilian people like fried eggs, okay?
Yeah.
But did you understand anything else? According to what you understood, most of the food that kids can have at school, are they healthy or unhealthy?
Health.
Health.
Yes. Did you see in some places the kids cannot even take food to school? In some places they receive a list of the things that kids can take to school, okay? And they control. In some countries, it's even prohibited to sell soda or chocolate, okay? So today we are gonna do the things a little different. This lesson is a little long, and you are going to observe that there are many words that probably you didn't understand, and I don't understand either. Okay? Don't look surprised at me. I'm just an honest person. I don't know what it means because it's not English. It's local names. For example, in the first paragraph, you see, what do you usually eat for lunch at school? Maybe you bring a peanut butter and jelly. That's easy. From home, or grab a cheeseburger or fish sticks. That's easy. But how about having some congee or mee siam, as kids in Singapore do? I have no idea what that is. Marcia, do you know what that is, a congee?
No.
Have you ever brought a yummy stuffed paratha? See? That's an Indian thing. So please, I'd like you to read. If it's necessary, you can circle the words that you're not familiar with. We can Google them together, not to see the meaning, to see a photo so we can understand, because I don't even know if Indonesian, what language they're talking about here, right? So tomorrow we will discuss this. You see, here they mentioned the word canteen. They didn't say cafeteria because it's in France. That's more common to say a canteen, okay?
Here too, cantina.
Yes, that's a French word, understand? So, of course, in Spanish, this is a funny word. They call it comedor. El comedor.
Comedor. Yes. Comedor.
Comedoria.
Yes, el comedor, comedoria. And I was, oh my gosh. How did they discover that? Okay, I have just arrived, okay? How do they know I eat so much? Okay. So anyway, try to pre-read this before coming to class because you will find like a good example is friends. You can say, teacher, you misspelled this friends. No, it's not friends, it's friends. Okay, and then you have the explanation. When you have the explanation, it's possible to understand. Puffy pastries filled with ground meat. What is puffy pastries? This is what we call in Brazil, massa folhada.
Okay.
Okay? Puffy pastries. Okay, filled with ground meat, usually pork, herbs, and eggs. So please, pre-read this, mark everything you don't understand, and tomorrow we will read and discuss it. All right?
All right.
All right.
The part about the ballroom, okay? All right, see you girls tomorrow, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching my class. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.